Just give it a minute to load in. So this route, starting here. No, starting here. Down here. That's it. Starting down here at the beginning at Caboolture, and we're running all the way up to. Where was it? I found the end. There it is. That's where they kind of. After that, it sort of seems to run out of scenery. So it's from there to there at the moment. I think this route is a Trolleyfod or no. I think this route is New Zealand or Australia. Queensland, Australia. There you go. I didn't know what side of the track to put it on, so I went with the left and thought, most of the route's single track and it won't matter. Portston and Stendale. No, I haven't seen that, big dog. Drop me a message on that, about that one. DM on Discord or something and I'll have a look. Left is right. That's not helping! Do you mean left is correct? Or that things on the left should be on the right? Fabulously detailed, this. Trolleyfod says the route is set in the north of Queensland, though instead of 3'6", he's used standard gauge. That does give you some trains that can run on it at least. Thank you very much, big dog. There's not many scenarios that use it, Baked Bean Kid. I don't know quite why. I quite enjoy driving it as well. It's very good, isn't it, Oxen Bucks? Right, we reached the turning point. Oh, we switched to rickety old track. Mainline to the north has street running through a town. Oh, nice. None at all, Lord Catcher. Such things never happen. Point rodding. Oh, signal wires, yeah, I see. That's a level of detail. I don't know the answer to that Baked Bean Kid. I was looking at it to see if I could see whether it was. I previously would have said it was a custom built thing that he's done by putting different bits together, but these days there actually are some trestles in with Bessemer and the Clear Creek, so it may well be a pre-built one of the assets from a DLC. Mr. V, from what I understand it, there is an Australian version of this loco that ran this line. Trolley Fodder can expand on that. The Old Western Loco Pack. You mean the Old Western Loco Pack? Don't know. Oh, I know what you mean. Yes, yes, from the Smoke Boxes pack. I love this whole dry river thing. This is beautiful. So much detail. Hey, lead catcher, how's it going anyway? What I like is the fact that it's all broken up. The ground, I can't see any repetition on the ground. In terms of the scenery, all of the bric-a-brac laying on the ground, it's just all been hand placed. There's no repetition that I can see on there, which is just amazing. Kyle, this route is set in Australia. It's just wonderful. Yes, you've missed TPTS 4072. I mean, other than gently bending a 378, it went very well actually. There was one sort of meh stop, one amazing stop, one slight overshoot, and one total overshoot into buffers. What time am I on to? Normally on till about midnight or so. Yeah, the stretched birch trees for the gum trees. Yeah, these things. Yeah, it's really good. Really, really good. I definitely don't feel like I'm in the UK or the US or anything like that. It feels very different. Which is the hard bit, to be honest. Capturing that local feel of a line is very, very difficult. Jeff, this is the Villeneuve Villeneuve Valley branch by Bradlow, and it's on Steam Workshop. Well, given that Forza Horizon 3 was in Australia, probably not a bad thing. Trees can't get a good shot of that. Mr. V, look at the map, yeah. So we're only going up to about there, because that's where the scenery seems to end. Lead Catcher, it's in workshop. Title above. Scenery goes back for miles as well. Look at that. It's Villeneuve, I think. Isn't it? Jeff, to be honest, I'm not stopping in here other than at the end of the line when the scenery runs out. Villeneuve. Oh, okay. Am I getting Tourist Bus Sim? Yes, I will, Dappies, yeah. When does that come out? Does that come out today or tomorrow? December 6th, so it's tomorrow. Hey there, Ben. Jump Seat Rider, thank you for the follow. That's the nice thing about this route, Danny. This is a workshop route, so he's only used the scenery on the routes on Steam. Very, very good. That's amazing detail for something which can't provide any new assets. Hey there, Eds. Have you broken another train? Maybe. Discord didn't tell you I was streaming? Oh, that's out of order. Roundabout many rural lines actually use hollow metal sleepers. Some lines haven't had the sleeper and rails changed in over 100 years. Wow. Jeff, yes, I think this is, because the scenery only goes up to about there. I say only, it's still a heck of a journey. We're only here. Signal's not quite working yet. Do I not have my Twitch Connect on UKT? Yes, not yet, Ben, no. Water going in finally. Yes, Eds, this is in Australia. For those of you that have just joined, December 15th and December 16th are looking like the days for the charity stream for children in need. That I had to postpone earlier. Oh look, he's even put the centre details in the middle. Look. Mr. Terrible, I don't think there are any Irish locos on Steam, I'm afraid. He's all on the screen to us. This can look after itself for a minute, nothing bad will happen, yeah? bring out the big guns. Your yawns are contagious. I know, I keep being told that. I don't get to do the local research trip, Standard Man, so if we do, then there'll be other people going, not me. Which is only appropriate because they do a better job of the research trip. What's not to like, Eds, about being on a plane for an excruciatingly long amount of time? That was what I didn't like about it, anyway. Oh, look at this station. Detail is superb. Yeah, all my trips to Australia were for free from my last job, Eds. The first time it was amazing, and then the 6th time it was less amazing. Because they were a week at a time. Fly to Australia, stay there 4 days, fly back again. Which bank was it, Macquarie? Could be worse, could be a trip to Croydon. Nothing is ever worth a trip to Croydon, Moggy. Mr. Ribku, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Ribku's Raiders. Feeling a little bit precarious at the minute. Well, if you want to sleep, Ben, you should go and get some sleep. Oh, Ben. I've run out. Yeah. Apparently there was an end to the box, and I'm sad now. They were awesome. Thank you. Oh, it's, yeah, the track laying is beautiful, Trolley. The whole route is really nice. Easements, mate, being kid, they're clothoid spirals. Easements are used to, if you imagine you're driving a car and you want to go and you're on a track, and you go the way if you drive and you don't have the easements on the curve, it's like driving like this and going bang like that as you hit the corner instantly. No, easements isn't the slanted track crop up and mal, that's super elevation. Easements are how you ease into a curve. So if you have the steering wheel would look like this as it goes around, so as you get progressively more tighter corner. Which means you don't get any jolts as you hit the corners, it's all lovely and smooth. And then once you've got easements in, you can then enable the super elevation, because the two have to work together. Because the easement around the curve also forms the lift up, the ramp if you like, for the super elevation. How's the Jaffa cakes doing? I'm purposefully holding myself back from those. I've had one box so far. Trying to, you know, not wolf everything down at once, as tempting as it would be with Jaffa cakes. This is a fabulous room. Thanks for recommending it, Trolley. That would be Baked Bean Kid Amar, I think, because he's normally the one complaining about things. What are we on? 1 in 68. Come on, that's easy. Get on with it. Oh no, I think Baked Bean Kid might actually beat Coplock Amar. I honestly think the best people to make Dutch DLC Coplock Amar are the Dutch. I don't think anyone outside of the Dutch making Dutch DLC would be received very well by the Dutch. But the Dutch don't want to make DLC, so... There you go, Dutch driver. I look forward to seeing it. I'll certainly be looking forward to it and playing it when it comes out. What are we on now? Oh, 1 in 48. Hello. Mind you, my fire mass is painfully low. My boiler pressure is painfully low. Oops. We hit the worst grade on the route with the lowest boiler pressure we've had on the entire journey. No, we'll get there. Boiler pressure's coming. Well, the boiler pressure's not coming back up. It's going down still, but. Come on! Where are we? Only got to get up around there. Fire mass is coming up. There we go. We're getting closer to parity on the gene generation and usage. Oh, they're bouncing around. Come on, get up the hill. Put the blower on, let's get the... get that boiler pressure back up. Yeah, it's interpretive dancing for Moggy. It's the first time we've featured interpretive dancing on the stream. Yeah, the hill is actually easing up at this point. I think we're actually right on the pivotal point of the grade change. Put the regulator open, it's actually generating more steam. Kyle, what's going on? I'm doing a blow up on the boiler. I let my my fire mass get too low, which meant that my boiler pressure ran out, and then we hit the steepest grade on the route. The question, of course, is, will it start now? It may not start. Might need to send a banker. Steam heat gauge. Oi, baked bean kid. Oi! It's bar though, boiler. The boiler point. What would the bar be? We're at 9.5 at the moment. What's the grade? We're at 1 on 55, but most of the trains on 1 in 40, I think. So you installed your new card and all of the onboard motherboard sound has stopped? Oh my word. That sounds like a conflict or a driver or something like that. .8 bar. .9. You've got the same doctor as Moggy, haven't you, Stufy? That's it, now we're over that joint. That's fine. It just needed a kick. Are we dry my steam? It's barely a scenario, to be fair, Faramero. If the purpose is to just enjoy the route. Have you looked in the BIOS settings, Gouger, to see if there's any kind of setting that disables the onboard sound? Yeah, this was doing pretty well on the hill, to be honest, Ben. It's just that I messed up the firing. Enjoying the scenery too much. That's my excuse. Blame scenery. Yeah, leg catcher. I had my doubts it was going to get started again, but it seems to have, so that's good. No, it's blame scenery, GWR. And we're still building up boiler pressure now, so that's good. Jeff, any idea how long something like this takes? What, making a route like this? As a personal project, this, I don't know, this could be measured in years, possibly. Even if it's only 1 or 2, it could still, it depends on how much time is spent on it, really. It's not quick, put it that way. I think the way that one of the artists measures the stuff on TSW is around 2 kilometers per week for a full-time person. I'm not rushing it, to be honest, Mr. Terrified. I could probably push this a lot faster, but I want to enjoy the route. So I'm hovering around the 35-40 kilometers an hour mark. Lots of West Highland Line assets on this route. The whistle awards are just for show, they are. Basically what the W mean is bumpy road ahead. Where you take a water break. No, that would be a T. See, bumpy road ahead coming up. In 50. It is whistle, Jeff. It is whistle. I'm being silly. Leadcatcher was slyly commenting on the fact that I'm not actually doing any whistling when we go past them. Hey there, Jeff, how's it going? Jeff, have you been watching anything on this tourist bus simulator? I think it's the new one from TML, isn't it? I think it comes out tomorrow. I wonder if they'll get the tools out for this one that they never did for Fernbus. Ooh, a pacer on this route. Ooh, I like that idea. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, this is the same as Old Coastline. Old Coastline was a cracking route as well. I've seen a few streamers have been playing it, Jeff, but I've not actually had time to sit and watch them. I'm mostly interested in whether it comes with an editor or not, because it looks kind of like it's yet another coach simulator. The world doesn't need another coach simulator, there's plenty of them now. It's beautiful, this route, Jeff, it really is. There's so much thought into all the scenes. I guess that's fair, Crucible. Well, they stopped developing it to work on the next one, didn't they? On what's out now. I do like Bus Simulator 18, I have to say. Essentially, yes. Essentially, it's by the same people. I think even 2 of the buses are in it, just not in the same livery. It's really good, isn't it, Stufia? It's so good. How are we doing? Oh, okay, we're nearly at the junction. Was there routing through the junction? Yep. It's kind of there as kind of where it finishes. I think I've got a YouTube video of it, Alex, because I ran it 2 or 3 times. We even did a bit of multiplayer on it as well, that was quite fun. So Bus Sim 18 is a proper bus simulator, it's not a coach simulator. It does go one station. Oh, I couldn't see it. The scenery seems to die off about there. Well, it's got the missions, yeah, the gamey, the arcadey, gamey bit of it, yeah. You could ignore it if you want to, I guess. What do I think so far, Trolley Fodder? Absolutely fantastic. A special transports in American Truck Sim. I haven't even looked at American Truck Sim yet, Jeff. I'd totally forgotten about that. I need to get some trucks going. Next week we're going to get some trucks going, and we'll take a look at that one. Last time I ran trucks was when I did American Truck Sim last, which was weeks ago. How about yourself, Jeff? How are you getting on with them? Fire mass is fine. Water is sort of fine. Fine enough for now. Oh. Apparently that's where I ended the scenario. I thought we'd actually gone round the corner, because the route does go on a little bit further up here, and that's where it ends. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant route.